Okay, you're up at number 4.
Oh, number 4. I have several teams still that I'm just staring at. I'm going to have to pick the Thunder. Like, I actually enjoy watching them.
They're on my big board, like I mentioned to you at the top of the show.
Yeah. I mean, one, like the look of a lot of these guys is just great. Like, obviously Josh Giddey, like this 6'8", Timothy Chalamet, just always just doing something with his hair is like, it's wonderful. Shai is super cool. Dort's got like the big ponytail thing going on where he's growing his hair out. Like, that's cool. Both Jalen Williamses look cool. Lindy Waters, underrated look in the NBA. You got Poku just like hanging around. Like, poor Poku's broke his leg, and it looks like, so sad. It looks so sad. But just having Poku out there is great.
They need to wheel out a throne for Poku.
Oh my gosh!
Right next to the bench, so that he can sit in a throne on the sideline with this broken leg. Like, that's my idea. Here's the other thing about the Thunder. Do you think there's anybody that does social media in the NBA better than Jalen Williams, J-Dub?
He's just a normal dude.
He's so good at it.
He's really he's legitimately funny. There's like athlete funny, and then there's like guys being actually funny, and it's maybe 2% of the NBA of guys that are actually funny. Yeah. And he's one of them. Part of it is that I don't think he quite understands that he's an NBA player yet. Like, he just doesn't he's just still just like kind of just like this dude that's just like going through life and like doesn't think of himself as better than anybody, which is just like a great attribute to have. He's just a great person to be around. His teammates love him. And then he's got this YouTube channel, and it's got like 1,000. He gets like 1,000 views on every on his post. He got like 3 posts right now. Like, nobody's watching it, but he's making them just like any 21-year-old would make a YouTube video where it's like, hey, I'm going to open up my backpack and show people what's in my backpack. And he just does that for like 30 minutes and just is telling people like where he bought his glasses and where it's just like, you're just a person. And this is really great. He's awesome. And then, man, the whole Thunder experience, I legitimately enjoy and get excited about going to Thunder games. Yeah. And getting to be around this team is honestly really fun. Like, talking to Mark Daigneault before the game is always just a delight. Like, he is a delightful person. He's kind. He is thoughtful with his answers, and he's pretty funny too. So I love being around him. Lou Dort. I love being around Lou Dort, one of my favorite guys in the NBA. He's just delightful. Kenrich Williams, dude, Kenrich. I honestly wish Kenrich was my best friend. Like, I just really like that guy. I love being around that guy. Love talking to him. He's so much fun. And then just their brand of basketball, they play really fast. They're really small. Like, they have been starting with Kenrich at center recently, and it works because of the style of defense they play. They just swarm to the basket. Anytime anybody even takes a step toward the basket, they just start swarming, and it's working. And then offensively, like, they just get downhill. Like, it's just all about getting downhill and spraying the ball. It's like, who's got the ball? Josh Giddey, great, get downhill. It's Shai, get downhill. It's Dort, get downhill. It's J-Dub, get downhill. And it's just a fast-paced, fun brand of basketball. They play a ton of clutch time minutes, which is really fun too. And then just Shai has been an absolute monster. Like, you just can't stop him. He could do like the Larry Bird. I'm going to point to the spot that I'm going to here, guys. I'm going right there. And actually the spot that he's pointing to every time is the rim. Like, I'm going right there, and you're not going to stop me because I'm going to either speed up or slow down at some point when you're not expecting it. And I'm just going to go right around you. Like, he can find windows for shots that don't exist. Like, he's like a wizard that's just like creating a window of opportunity that is not there. I mean, he's a joy to be around as well. Like, it's just a fun team, and they're going to get better just because of age, and they're going to get better because the coaching staff is really, really good.
And they have another 7-foot alien with a 7'6" wingspan who can shoot threes and dribble that will be coming back next year in Chet Holmgren.
There's that. I know. You add him. I don't know where they're going to be in the draft. I don't know if they make the play-in. They definitely could make the play-in. I would still bet against it.
I actually think they can make the play-in.
Yeah, they can. They
I've
can do
been
it.
skeptical, but I'm now at the point where I think they can make the play-in. And like here's the thing, like the way it's Josh Giddey. Like
oh my
barely
gosh,
talked about. I have like a small bone to pick. I've been calling him NBA Chalamet for 3 years now. Before he got to the NBA, and look at my guy. My guy just comes out and starts calling himself Himothy Chalamet.
Chalamet. That's true.
I love it. I'm here for it. I adore Josh.
He's been so good. He's been 50, 40, 90 since December 1st, which is just like, I don't know how to process it. And I've seen every one of his shots. I still don't quite know how to process it and know, like, oh, is he just like giant Steve Nash now? Like, what are we doing here? I'm waiting for it to go away, and it kind of keeps getting better. One is he's consistently taking the same shots from 3, which has helped him so much.
Yep.
And just like the release stuff that's been talked about a ton, but just the fact that he has altered his guide hand and like learned how to shoot without the guide hand, and then learned to bring the guide hand back without the thumb being in the way, has helped his shot be consistent almost every time. So now you watch him last year, like he's either making it or he's missing really bad. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like I don't know about this. I don't know if this is going to work. And now he doesn't really miss bad anymore. And
no, he doesn't. The misses are okay.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to watch him. And just the way he played against Brooklyn the other day, no one was going to stop him. Like, he wasn't going to let anybody get in his way. If they were, he was going to bump them. He was going to move them. His strength has been a big tool of his as well.
That's the thing that stands out to me. It's the fact that he's like, last year he wasn't strong enough to really like go through guys on the ground, right? And like dribble through contact. It's that like contact balance through your core and through your lower half because like, look, like, you know, people talk about the fact that, you know, you can't bump anyone anymore in the NBA. Like, there's no hand check or anything, but guys are still going to bump you. Like, they're still going to try and get their chest in front of you and stop you. He's 6'8". He's just going to fucking go through you now. Like, he does. That's the thing. And he legit just like, he can't go through Giannis, but like he can go through guards and
go through guards. I mean, he did it to Nick Claxton the other day, where Nick Claxton, he got into it and he was like, nope, sorry. Like, you're not going to do it. And he just like moved him with just one bump and he was gone.
One, like, you say that the Thunder play small, and they do. You're not wrong about that, especially across the front court.
Up front.
But they play enormous across the backcourt. Like, exactly. Josh Giddey is 6'8". Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. J-Dub is like 6'6" with a 7'2" wingspan. Like, these dudes are big. They are hard to deal with. Even like Trey Mann is 6'5". Like, they play big. Like, we've talked about this before, but like, I feel like that's what they're doing. They're getting positional size with fast brain and skill, and that's their mindset on this. And that is how I would build a team. So I adore everything about it, but like, at the same token, it's just super impressive. They're so impressive. I love watching them. I can't get enough of Josh Giddey. I can't get enough of watching him develop. He still does things that like he sees, you know, seemingly a full 2 seconds before anyone else on the court sees it. And 2 seconds in the NBA is like a lifetime in terms of trying to make things happen. So,
I don't know where this goes with Josh, but he's only 20. Like, he just turned 20 like 100 days ago. And so it's like, what does this look like at 25? You know, like, realistically, like, what does he do? Like, at 25, can he shoot and be like the strongest point guard in like the biggest, strongest point guard in the NBA? Yeah. Like, I mean, the answer is probably yes. And really the things that we need to learn about this team are what do they look like when they're in the NBA pressure cooker? When there's expectations and when there's playoff basketball where teams start to take away stuff that you're good at, what's left? And like that's what we just don't know yet with this team. And they're really fun, and it's going to be fun for a while just because I think it's going to be a little bit before they get there. But that's like we just don't have enough information about them. Like we know a lot about Memphis. We know a lot about Denver. We know a lot about the Celtics. But like I just don't think we know a whole lot. And I've watched every single minute of this team this year, last year, the year before. We just don't know enough about this team yet. And I think it's going to be really fun to find out.